Hello friend, we want to talk about Oroville Dam in California. It looks to me it's very popular in the world. Everybody like to speak about Oroville Dam. Let's speak about the Oroville Dam to become a very famous. But I recommend you one thing, please. Do not land in Canada. Do not trust a Canadian. As you see, I put 100 invention idea on my page. The YouTube organization running by the Jewish and Israel. If you don't know that, I'll let you know because I'm a journalist. Whatever you see on the YouTube against your country or culture is a propaganda paid by Israel. I spent my life 45 days in Iran politic jails. It looks like a hotel. And I come back to the Canada, I started speaking about Iran, and the police hold me 80 days in the car in Vancouver, 80 days, sleeping in the car to punishing me while speaking. For this reason, Iran do not have any embassy in Canada. Canada is like a monkey. They come after the Trump and sucking something. They go after the Netanyahu, suck something. They go after the Queen and suck something. They always look for something to suck. There's not a country independent, or they have a power, or they have a military, or they have nothing. Is it just a piece of fucking chicken? Even Bangladesh, if they send the military, they cannot take a Canada. You know, as I tell you, it's so weak country in the planet, Canadian. The only is speaking too much. When you come inside, you work with them, they're not smart. You ask them for starting business, they don't have it. You tell them about, where is the job you was advertising on the internet immigration? Oh, sorry, we don't have it. It's not trusted people. Just forget about them. Oroville Dam, they used to be made it in a professional way, which they didn't, unfortunately. Why they didn't make a professional dam? I'll explain to you from the beginner to end what I feeling about the Oroville Dam. You bring so many sand and so many things transferring between of these two hills and putting a concrete and then making the dam. Before understanding how much pressure this dam is going to be hold and what kind of material on the top of these hills or trees have, or tree should be planted after that. It's so important. It's called red soil. Red soil is a losing land, which means you cannot trust it and you cannot do anything on this land. For this reason, a spillway was damaged and washed away because it was a bad soil, or I don't know, I expel it in my English, is wrong. When they made in the dam, they should take in from the surface of this place in two sides and then transferring the more stone or concrete mixed on the top to make them stronger and against the earthquake and against any rain or flooding system. And then they should make a wall in here. Wall is so important, and continue making the wall almost, I can tell you, 500 meters from one side and 500 meters from the other side of the river spillway going out. Because this concrete wall, if the land soil is going to be fall, generally it's going to go down when the rain is heavy. They're going to hold it, which they don't have it. Or you ask for the engineer, they're going to design it for you, plant a concrete like this, zigzag, you know, like this. They goes up. What they do, they're going to stop the land is going to fall down. Or you plant a tree. It's the cheapest way to plant a tree, good tree, big tree, because they're going to hold everything. Now, you understanding what's the problem from beginner was this dam they made it. Now you come back to this spillway. Why happening a spillway like this? Because the concrete from beginner of the made in it to the right now, they never change and never replace. They never inspected professionally. It was under is empty. It was too wide. The other problem with the spillway was too wide in the engineer. I'm going to explain to you this one too. We have a wide in here, which is going to tell us, for example, 50 feet. 50 feet with the water of the almost 4 feet. 4 feet to the 50 feet. If you calculate it in the mathematical engineer, you're going to find them 4 feet to the 50 feet water, like a swimming pool. How much pressure is going to be per square feet is a massive pressure. To the concrete is very old, and then the bottom also concrete is a damage, is the empty, is the bad soil, and is empty by the animal digging, and is empty by the ice and rain going under the spillway. This is all component get together, and the spillway was damaged and collapsed. What the engineer should do for this spillway is a smart idea, because was a 50 in the wide, for example, from this distance to this distance. They should divide it to the 4 wall, like this. 1, 2, 3. Why the 4 wall? You made it in the spillway like a highway, because the water they come to the each tiny spillway, like each one is 8 feet long. They have more standing, more instruction, stop fabrication in the system of the concrete, as all of them, the water go everywhere. It's so simple. You have a coffee in your hand. It's going to shake it. The water start make a wave. You want it to go over a splat. If this cups is bigger, control it is more harder. If it's going to be bigger, again more and more harder. But when they get this smaller, it's so easy. Which means the spillway should be like this. For example, 1, 2, 3. 3 spillway should become from the drain system equal and going down on the concrete design, good foundation. They're never going to be collapsed. They're never going to promise going to damage. I'm going to stay probably over 100 years with no problem. And the last repair, because when you come to construction business, you got to have a knowledge to understanding. You got to do the good job, not just grab the money. What I see in Canada, construction industry is a piece of trash. They come, they take the money, they do something nice, good looking, fancy, they go. After that, people calling me as a handyman, oh Ted, come on please, help us, my door is going to fall. My drywall is going to fall. The reason, because the guys didn't have a knowledge to do the right job. You blame the people made the dam in 40 years ago. Not you cannot blame it for today, because 40 years ago made this place. But you cannot ask the government why your engineer, they're not smart to understand all these components to repair and upgrade the dam in US or other place too. Or at the last, you can give me a job for $20 an hour to I can work for you. I don't need to stay in Canada. In the morning I wake up, I see the bed bugs is coming in my face up, and I kill the bed bugs. You see, that's a problem. This spillway is give you 3 drain emergency. Okay, and the next one, you have an overspill another one, you have emergency dam, they made it. This other mistake was after this wall was a soil, red, same red soil. And they had the problem and caused the damage to what the engineer was not smart to look at, to recover it. At the last, they made a zigzag concrete like this. 1, 2, 3. The cheapest one is called drain zigzag, or steps by steps, or come to the pocket, from the pocket disturb into the different direction for the farming. That is so many things in engineer they have. They know that. I'm not engineer, I'm an artist. But they should have made it. And if they want to make a spillway to cover the concrete on the top, another one, I'm pretty sure that is wrong. If anyone do repair on this, in this one, they need to go dig under the spillway, make sure put concrete and fix it and everything, then come on the top and make another surface. And if it's possible, can you make it three spillway, divided to 3 sections to make the force of the water bring them almost 50% low, because I explained to you about the cup of the water, what's going to happen. This is engineer, they know. If you don't understand, you got to ask the guys in engineer design construction. They know all this. But they should be more smart next time, please. If you want to planning to do something, because you're playing with the life of the innocent pupil, women, children over there, they don't know all this. But you know already study, you have machine for that, you have everything. You should make him good looking and fix, and never gonna happen, and you guys always be happy, no on the news or nothing. Same as the stupid Canada. They should have a low income housing, they should have a good college, they should have a good medical, not just asking, hey please everybody dumping in the Canada, Chinese be coming here in Vancouver, price of the housing from $50,000 become $5 million. It's just a stupid politics and running the system, which is not smart. You know, we are a human, we gotta be smart.